Hello! Welcome to our Premier League quiz.
Yo.
So I hope you got your pens and paper ready, and we'll just go over how the quiz is going to start.
I need to wait for more people.
Well, we'll see how many come on. We'll just go over the quiz, and then as people come, then we can play. Okay.
Well, it's 11 past whatever.
Okay, so let's just go over the rules of the quiz then.
And get rid of your silly little thing.
Okay then, it's just for fun. Can we have no answers in the comments, please? It will be 6 rounds of 5 questions with the early years, goals, the man in the middle, record breakers, Premier League stars, and the 2019-20 season. Okay, so if you're ready, okay, the early years. Question 1. You going to read it out?
You don't.
In September of which year did the Premier League start? So question 1. In September of which year did the Premier League start? Okay.
Dad.
Question 2.
Who was the original sponsor of the Premier League, then known as the Premiership? Dad, give more time.
Okay.
Who scored
Question 3.
Who scored the first goal of the Premier League?
Yeah, we're definitely live.
Alright, Dad.
Okay, so that's question 3. Who scored the first goal of the Premier League?
Dad, you can just do this.
Okay.
Who scored the first goal of the Premier League on Sky Sports Super Sunday?
So this one here is who scored the first televised goal on Sky Sports of the Premier League? The first televised goal of the Premier League on Sky Sports.
Why didn't you put that when you said the question?
Is this a comedy show? You just ripping me.
It's called roasting. Anyway. Right, you can just click on that button.
Okay, question 5.
You read it.
Who won the title in the first Premier League season? It's basically who won the league in the first season.
Oh, Dad. Goals. Question 6. Who has scored the quickest goal in Premier League history?
So, yeah. Who scored the quickest goal in Premier League history? Question 7.
Me. Which team has the most Premier League goals? Oh, Dad, we've gone down a viewer.
Question 8.
Who has scored the most Premier League goals for a single club? Oh, we've gone up a viewer.
Question 8. Who has scored the most Premier League goals for a single club?
Not all time, single club. Question 9. Alan Shearer is the all-time leading goal scorer in Premier League history. How many goals has he scored?
So that's how many Premier League goals has Alan Shearer scored?
Not for just one club, so that Alan Shearer is not the answer for question 8.
Oh, well, you've just given them... Not supposed to have told them that. It could have been the answer to question 8.
Whatever.
Couldn't it?
Not everyone's the smartest. No offence.
Okay, so question 9. How many goals, Premier League goals, has Alan Shearer scored?
Question 10. How many players have scored 100 or more Premier League goals? No cheating on Google, by the way.
You're only cheating yourself?
There's no prize, so there's no point cheating.
Just for fun.
You get the pride of being the winner. Question 11. Oh, the man in the middle, who are they? So referees. Who is this man? Question 11. Why is he licking his mic thing?
I don't know.
He's a weirdo.
He's refereed the most Premier League games, this referee.
I forgot what his name is. I know the name of the next few.
Well, I don't want you telling the answer like you did.
I'm not! I didn't say the answer for question 8.
You didn't say the answer. You gave a clue as to what the answer was to question 8.
Question 12. Who is this man? Referee. Why has he got arm hairs?
Well, most people do.
I don't. Dad, I don't. I do. Just hardly any. Got another tape. Dad, I've told you, you don't have to click that button. You can click
Question
so
13 then. Who is this referee?
Oh, Dad, we've got no view. I've not got down on any YouTube viewers.
So who's this
Question
referee?
14. Who's this man? There's not much of like a delay as there was.
No.
Oh, Mark Henderson. Don't drop your phone, Dad. That's wrong. Question 15. Who is this? Referee. They have 4 kits. That one, pink, yellow, blue. Because
Oh, that's not a question.
a professional referee came to my school.
Oh, that's not a question. How many kits?
It's
Different colour kits does the
not, you
referee
little
have?
man. Wait,
That's question 15 then. Who is this referee?
record breakers. If you're a Derby fan, you're just going to get roasted, so I'm sorry. Question 16. Derby County were relegated in 2008 with the lowest ever points total. What was it?
So how many points did Derby County get when they were relegated in 2008?
The year before I was born. Oh, Dad, it's 2020.
Okay, question 17.
You can read it, Dad.
How many games was Arsenal's record unbeaten streak? It's also known as the Invincibles. The Invincibles, sorry. So how many games was Arsenal's record unbeaten streak?
You see me eating a strawberry.
Question 18. Manchester City and Liverpool hold the record for the most consecutive wins. How many is it? So what is the record for the most consecutive wins? You like strawberry?
Eating very weird. People are going to stop watching because I'm eating.
But you're the star of the show.
Oh.
Okay, question 19. Another one for the Derby fans. Derby County hold the record for the most consecutive games without a win. How many winless games did they go?
This is the real teams.
So how many games did Derby go without winning a game?
That says there's 2 P. Oh no, it says 3 now.
Okay, so the last question of record breakers, question 20.
Which team has the most Premier League draws?
So which team has drawn the most Premier League games?
Strawberry I do.
You're picking your teeth on camera.
Dad. They buy strawberry in my tooth and then it's going to be like...
Is it?
Oh my
That's the
God.
last of the record breakers questions. Which team has drawn the most Premier League games?
Premier League stars. Who are they?
So who are these Premier League stars?
This guy.
Question 21. Former Man United player, but who is it? Who is this former Man United player?
A human.
Well, yeah.
Who is... Question 22. Who is this former Forest player?
Do you know who he is?
No. But he is got an old, very old kit on. Not like this. But they don't even play in this.
Okay, so that's
Limited
question
edition.
22.
No, you're not left enough time.
Sure we have.
No. Oh yeah, we have. Who is this former...
Leeds United.
I thought that was Leicester.
Leeds United.
No, that looks like the Leicester match. Who? Question 23. Who is this former Leeds United player? Why have you not got any new ones?
Make
That
it
is
difficult.
not their sponsor.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't be in the Premier League, would they? 'Cause Leeds aren't in the Premier League.
True. I don't know any Leeds players now. That's kind of sad.
Okay, question 24.
Only know Forest players.
Who is this former Portsmouth player?
I only know Forest players. Actually, no, I know more than Forest players. But...
And I think former Spurs player.
What?
And a former Spurs player, I think.
Oh, I know Spurs players. Kay, Ali, Trippier.
So who's this former Portsmouth player? Okay, and the last one on who are they? Quite an easy one, this
former
one.
Everton. I have no idea who that guy is, so how is it easy?
Everton, Celtic, Derby.
Oh, if it's Derby, I'm not guessing. I'm sorry.
It was a nice easy one, question 25 I think.
It's not easy!
Not for you.
Just because I'm a little kid. When I'm like a little kid.
Okay, so that's question 25. So last round,
This is an easy one.
the 2019-20 season, or as it is at the moment. When it resume, we don't know. Okay, question 26.
Who scored the first goal of the 2019-2020 season? He meant to say 2019-20 or 2019-2020.
Which same thing. 2019-20 really, probably.
Yeah, because I did not say that. I was shocked.
So who scored the first goal of the 2019-20 season?
Me.
I don't think so. Don't think you're a Premier League footballer, are you?
I'm better than Matty Cash.
Are you? Okay. But he's not a Premier League footballer.
There, that's why.
Okay, question 27.
I can do zero Gibio.
Who is the current Premier League top goal scorer?
I know this.
So who's currently top of the goal scoring charts?
I've not seen the answers, but I'm pretty sure I know this.
Well, don't blurt it out. No. So who is the current Premier League top goal scorer? I think that's a nice easy one, that one.
But I don't know how many
27.
goals they've got. But, yeah.
Okay, question 28.
Which player has the most red cards for this season?
So which player has the most red cards so far in the 2019-20 season?
I don't know. All I know is how many points Derby got. And all my friends that support Derby are like, oh, Derby are better. And how many stars have you got?
And people say you're living in the past.
We're still better than them now. Because we're like fourth or fifth.
Okay,
and
so
they're like
question
16.
29. Which player has the most assists currently in the 2019-20 season? So which player has the most assists so far this season? Jerome's missed the Derby questions. Okay, so which player has the most assists this season?
Okay, Dad,
Okay,
next
and the
question.
last question, question 30. Which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets so far this season?
What goalkeeper has the most in the championship?
Don't know, is it Brees?
I'd like to hope so. Breeze Samba.
So which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets this season?
Dad, go on to
So
the
that's
streaming
question
thing.
30.
Go on to the streaming thing.
So right, we'll recap the questions. Quickly go over them, so in case you missed any. So question 1 was, in September of which year did the Premier League start?
No.
Question 2, Who was the original sponsor of the Premier League, then known as the Premiership? Question 3. Who scored the first goal of the Premier League? Question 4. Who scored the first televised goal of the Premier League? So who scored the first televised goal, which was on Sky Sports Super Sunday? Question 5. Who won the title in the first Premier League season? Then it was goals, goals, goals. And who has scored the quickest goal in Premier League history? Question 7. Which team has the most Premier League goals? Question 8. Who has scored the most Premier League goals for a single club? Question 9. How many Premier League goals has Alan Shearer scored? Question 10. How many players have scored 100 or more Premier League goals? Question 11. Who is this? Question 12. Who is this? Question 13. Again, which referee is this?
Why don't they have any female refs?
There is one.
In the Premier League?
I'm not sure there's a referee. She's definitely an assistant.
That's good. I need some in the Championship.
I think she does referee in the Championship. Question 15. Okay, record breakers. So Derby County were relegated in 2008 with the lowest ever points total. What was it? Question 17. How many games was Arsenal's record unbeaten streak? Question 18. Manchester City and Liverpool hold the record for the most consecutive wins, but how many is it? Question 19. Derby County hold the record for the most consecutive games without a win. How many winless games did they go?
Does that count and they could have got a draw?
Yeah. And which team has the most Premier League draws? Question 21. Who is this former Manchester United player?
He's very sweaty.
Question 22. Which is this former Forest player? Question 23. Who is this former Leeds United player? Question 24. Who is this former Portsmouth player? Question 25. Who is this former Everton, Celtic and I believe Derby former player? So then we go on to this season. Who scored the first goal of the 2019-20 season? Question 27. Who is the current Premier League top goal scorer?
Right screen. Very
28. Which player has the most red cards this season? Question 29. Which player has the most assists this season? And the last question, question 30. Which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets this season? Okay, so let's go over the answers.
You need people to time to answer the last one.
Well, we've just gone over them again. So shall we go over the answers then?
I don't see why not.
Okay, let's go over the answers then. So, the early years. In September of which year did the Premier League start? It was in 1992. Okay, who was the original sponsor of the Premier League, then known as the Carling Premiership?
Luke, shut up!
Question 3. Who scored the first goal of the Premier League?
Luke's gonna get this
Brian
one right.
Dean in a 2-1 win over Manchester United.
Luke's gonna get this one right. Because we didn't win Zach's quiz.
So, question 4. Who scored the first goal of the Premier League on Sky Sports Super Sunday? It was Teddy Sheringham in a 1-0 win against Liverpool.
No extra point for Forest 1, Liverpool
Well,
0.
and then he went left to go to Spurs. Pretty much straight after. Scored in front of an empty Radcliffe Road and now the Bridgeford end. Question 5. Who won the title in the first Premier League season? It was Manchester United. So, goals.
All I can hear is Luke.
Okay. Who was scored the quickest goal in Premier League history? It was Shane Long in 7.69 seconds in a 1-1 draw against Watford.
So he must have got past the ball, quickly ran down the wing and then shot.
I know you'll have to Google it. Okay, which team has the most Premier League goals? It's Manchester United. That's probably quite an easy one.
No.
No, you want to go out? Okay.
I don't
Question 8. Who has scored the most Premier League goals for a single club? It's Wayne Rooney with 183 goals for Manchester United. Question 9. Alan Shearer has scored 260 Premier League goals. That's a lot, isn't it? Question 10. How many players have scored 100 or more Premier League goals? It's 28.
How did you find that information out, even though you Googled it? Did you have to Google each player?
No, the information's there online. I think Matt Letizia is the last one with 100 goals.
Never heard of it.
Okay, the man in the middle.
Sorry.
Who are they? Okay.
Mike D.
I think that's quite an easy one.
I know the next one.
I think he's given over 100 red cards. Isn't
Look.
it,
I'm not gonna look, but I know the answer.
you know the answer. Yeah, we all know the answer. We know the answer to this one in this house.
David Coote.
Yeah. So the answer to question 12 was David Coote.
Does he ref in the championship as well?
They do now and again. He's Mr. VAR. He is. Can't even,
Oh my gosh, yes, because sometimes you're shouting at the TV
Yeah.
when it's blatant and you don't give it.
So 13 was Jonathan Moss.
Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Ross.
So in question 14, that was Lee Mason.
Oh, never you.
15 was Oliver Langford.
I recognise him.
That's the men in the middle. Okay, so record breakers. Derby County were relegated with 11 points. 17. How many games was Arsenal's record unbeaten streak? It was 49 games. Question 18. Manchester City and Liverpool hold the record for the most consecutive wins. It is 18 wins. Question 19. Derby County hold the record for the most consecutive games without a win. They went 32 games without a win. 32 games.
Can you hear him
Yeah,
now?
Luke must know his Derby County history. Everton have the most Premier League draws. With the information I found, that was 302.
You don't get an extra point.
So, question: Premier League stars. Who are they? So, this former Manchester United player was Bebe.
What's his first name?
That was just it was known as.
Oh.
A bit like Ronaldo or Ronaldinho.
His name's Cristiano.
Not the original Ronaldo.
Oh.
22, it was Nikola Jerkan. Didn't play many times.
What a cool name.
23 was Tony Yeboah.
Go on, Tony.
24 was Niko Kranjcar. And number 25 was Alan Stubbs. I think that's quite an easy one. Okay, so 2019-20 season. Who scored the first goal of the 2009-20 season? It was Grant Hanley in the 7th minute with an own goal in Origin against Liverpool. Question 27. Current Premier League top goal scorer is Jamie Vardy.
My head said Jamie Vardy, no joke, I'm not going to lie to you.
Jamie
It
Vardy
said him.
with 19.
It was either Harry Kane or Jamie Vardy.
Well, Harry Kane's been injured for most of it. 28. Which player has the most red cards this season? Christian Kabasele.
Well, the Premier League
2.
hasn't been on for like a month, so...
29. Which player has the most assists this season? It was Kevin De Bruyne
Luke
with
will probably
16.
know that favourite player.
Yeah, Luke's favourite player, Kevin De Bruyne, KDB.
He's playing for Man
And question
City.
30, the last question.
Didn't make it out.
Which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets so far this season? And it's Nick Pope with 11. Okay, so
KDB.
we hope you've enjoyed that quiz, don't we? What do we want to do with our results? Where do we want to post it?
In the comments.
Post it in the comments below. Let's see how you did.
And if you get the most, then you just get the pride of the winner.
Yeah. Just give yourself a big pat on the back if you got 30 out of 30. Well, I didn't, because I had to research all the questions and answers.
No, you
So-
didn't research the questions. Don't you mean you researched them?
I had to research which questions to
Make
ask.
sure you put your stuff in
Yeah, so
comments.
post your answers, post your results in the comments.
Luke
Hope you've
doesn't
enjoyed
need
it. If any of you are into cycling, we are doing a cycling quiz tomorrow on the monuments, the Giro, the Tour de France, etc. So if you fancy that, it will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Thanks for watching. Bye.